Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Mississippi State ready to kick off the... Game started. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Tennessee's offense will take the field first. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they tried the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Power football with the run. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Yeah, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He wants to go deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously, so it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Here's the pressure. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll run play action. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And the DB right with him to knock it away. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
Yeah, and now they got to put it together, right? And this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches, and so this is really hard for them. But I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side. And then all of a sudden, boom, 2 guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. Got room at the 35. Wide open spaces. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Maybe just a shade out of their field goal range, so they'll leave the offense out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Volunteers are flying down the field. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs scoring. You just can't do it better.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing on the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Gets it out fast. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. The Vols headed quickly to the line. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Absolute shank. Missed it. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Reads it, fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Spins away from the defender. Breaks the tackle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Off-play action on first down. Looking left. He's got it. It's a seam wide open. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll ride his man on the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And just diving for the score. Loses the football. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And you just heard every offensive player go, oh, for a second there. How about that? The fumble deep in the defense's territory. But how about Johnny on the spot, scooping that ball up and finishing, lowering his pads, getting in the end zone. Nice break for this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So here is the Tennessee offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Oh, out of space. He has the first and still on his feet. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Takes the handoff. It's Lewis. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Finds his tight end. There he goes. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Caught over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up right now? Heck of a jump.
He's got it for a big play. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. To Davis. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
And that's why it's so important to get it to your guys quickly. It's just a simple hitch route. Because the quarterback didn't hesitate, he put it on him right away. He had space to work after he made the catch. Was able to make a defender miss and set up a nice play for the offense.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? To the air, it's Shapen. Complete. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Timeout, Mississippi State. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Daniels. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Caught close to the marker, it's Williams. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Mississippi State going up tempo. And the offense just going to spike it here.
QB strikes the ball and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And the Vols will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where you're at.
There he goes! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains after the 34. Offense in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a man, it's Shapen. Snagged in the middle, it's Thompson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Wants to fire on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a third and long. Handoff from the shotgun. Past the 40. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick pass on the fly motion. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Looking to throw, it's Shapen. Rushes on him. He'll try to do it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead's extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Northern Illinois is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to San Diego State.
Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Lewis.
We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Wide receiver going in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Volunteers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football.
Turning on the Jets.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Winston. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Back to pass. It's Shapen. Quickly complete. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. And the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Little touch pass to the receiver. Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Running the red zone, it's Davis. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldog. And the punishment has been extended. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive.
Here we go. Right.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Vols have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile.
Quarterbacks and receivers have got to be on the same page with respect to hot routes and sight adjustments. And those always happen when DBs come blitzing and they come running free like that. Can't put that one on the offensive line. It's on the QB and his receiver not being on the same page.
Trying play action. Pressure coming. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly. So you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Pulls it in. It's Glover. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Looking to pass. It's Shapen. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they take it in for 6 more points. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the point after is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
A little screen to the running back. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And the Volunteers have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They'll keep it on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to in his tracks.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Looking to the big tight end. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Back to throw, it's Shapen. Got the quick pass. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. The quick out. At midfield, he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Tennessee, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Got room on the return. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Off the play fake on first down. Under fire. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. He'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great.